Hello, today I'll show you how to make whack-a-mole in Scratch. As you can see, if I hit or whack the mole, it will give me points. And if I go over the high score, then the high score will also go up. And it will save if you restart. So let's get started. First, delete the cat and paint a sprite. Name it Mole. Then use the circle tool, make sure there is no outline and make the fill black. Then drag out a oval, make it a good size, something like this. Then rename it to Hole, paint another costume named Mole, use the box tool, make the fill a nice brown color, and then make it a good size. And if you want, make it darker. Then use this tool, click around here, and then make the top part round and make it a good size. Then place it in the middle, press shift to snap it in place, and place it about here. Then use the line tool, make it a good size, then draw the eyes. Then use the circle tool, make sure there's no outline, and make the fill black. Then draw this nose, then use the line tool, make it a good size, then use this tool, click this point, and make it curved. Now duplicate this, flip horizontal, place it here, then use the box tool, make sure there's no outline, make the fill white, drag out a box like this, make it go back, and click forward. Now you have a mole. Now, duplicate the hole, place it here, so it's hole, mole, and then hole 2, changing this to front, hole. Then select it, use this tool, delete the top point, select here and move it down. And now, lastly, duplicate the mole, move it to the last place, select it while also using this tool, select these 2 points, move this down, and make this slightly higher. So and name it Knocked Mole. Now, make sure both of these contain the word mole. Next, go into code and do when green flag is clicked, hide, then do set size to 100, create a new variable named score for all sprites, set score to 0, then create a block named create holes, run without screen refresh. Now in here, in here, we will do switch costume to hole, then repeat 3 times, then go to -72, 72. Repeat 2 times, create a clone of myself and change x by 145. Then duplicate this, place it here. This time go to negative 145, 0. Repeat 3 times, and then the same here. Duplicate this one last time. This time negative 72, negative 72. Repeat 2 times, and the same thing. And then do next costume. Then broadcast, new message, check knocked, which we'll do later. And lastly, switch costume to, oh yeah, and also in costumes, paint one last costume named, actually don't. And now, after this, when green flag is clicked, when I start as a clone, create a new variable named y_offset for this sprite only. Set y_offset to y position. Then go to front and show. Now forever, and then if costume name contains mole, then if else, create a new variable named mole state for the sprite only. Now if mole state equals 1, and also set mole state to 0 here. Now if mole state equals 1, change y by a divide, a divide and then a subtract, and then y_offset subtracted by y position divided by 3. Duplicate this time doing y_offset plus negative 50 subtracted by y position divided by 5. Then create a new variable named timer for this sprite only. Change timer by then 1 divided by 30, because 1 second would be 30 frames. Now create a new block named state changer, and do not check run without screen refresh. Now place it here, and then do if equal pick random 1 to 100 equal 1, then switch costume to mole, then set timer to 0, set mole state to 1, create a new variable named max time for this sprite only, and set max time to, I'll pick random and then divide here 0.5 divided by a +1, another divide, then do score divided by button 2, pick random, and then 0.5 to 2. Then if, and then timer is greater than max time, set mole state to 0. Now back to when the broadcast, when I receive check knocked, then forever if costume name contains mole, then if mole state equals 1, then if touching, create a new sprite named Hammer. Use the line tool, make it a good size, press shift, create the handle, and make it a good length. Something like that. Then use the box tool, make the fill a nice brown color or wood color, and place it around the middle. And make it so that it isn't fully centered. And the rotating place would be here. Now, going back when green flag is clicked, then forever if else, and also go to front, if else mouse down, turn clockwise, divide, subtract, then direction, then divided by 1, this will be 0. Duplicate it, place it here, 90, switch this to 5. Then change X and change Y by divide, subtract, then X position, Y position, divide by 3, and mouse X and mouse Y. Now if you test it, as you can see, the hammer will work. And to hide the mole, go back to front hole, then use the box tool, make the outline nothing, and make the fill white, or the color of your background. Then drag it out, make it a good length, and make it go back. Now as you can see, it'll create an effect that the moles go down or up. Now, going here, if touching hammer, then if mouse down, wait until not mouse down, then switch costume to knocked mole, set mole state to 0, and change score by 1. Now if you test it and whack the mole, as you can see, you will gain score. Now to add the high score, create one last variable named high score for all sprites. Then back into when green flag is clicked, forever if greater than score is greater than high score, set high score to score. Now if you test it, as you can see, the high score will go up. If you restart the game, it will stay the same. until you beat the high score. Now you have a mole whack game. Thank you for watching and have a fantastic day.